I mean, my thing is, who are you to have these expectations? You know what I mean? Like, and I've asked a few women this myself. Like, what is the catch? You know what I mean? Like, what is the catch if a guy, okay, you expect the guy to approach you, take you out on a date, open doors, whatever the case may be. Let's say he does this. What is the catch? You know, is it 3 magical wishes that you're going to give him? Invincibility? You know, you're going to grant him Superman powers?
Most of the time it's sex.
Right,
it's
basically
sex.
It all comes down to if he does A, B, C, X, Y, Z for this woman, basically she's saying, okay, well, you'll possibly get to fuck me. And
his whole motivation is supposed to be sex.
Right. I mean, there is no guarantee that she's even a good person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like... So
I mean, that's the difference between a man and a boy.
Right. But it's like for them to feel so entitled, you know what I mean? Like, this arrogance is out of control.
Do you think they have, like we just said, that's the difference between a man and a boy. The boy is probably trying to hit it and split it and get away. So when they get up in the age, in their late 20s, 30s, you know what I'm saying, even beyond, because we know they still ain't married, do they have enough gas to even entertain men of an upper echelon?
My thing is this. Like, I hear what you're saying, but my thing is this: it's impossible to rid yourself of all of your past experiences. You know what I mean? Like, so
it makes you who you are.
Right. So when you become used to doing things a certain way at whatever age, like you just stated, you know, this is basically like your training. You know, so you can't get to a certain point in life and just forget everything that you've experienced and have done and lived, and all of a sudden become who you need to become when that situation is presented to you.
Hell no.
You know, so if you have been used to doing things a certain way, thinking a certain way, and expecting certain things, that's pretty much going to be who you are.
Yeah.
And not to mention whatever situation you've been in, whatever experiences that you've had, you know, consequences that have played out because you decided to do things this way, whether you were 16, 20, 25, 30, or whatever, your mind is going to be conditioned to these experiences that you've been in. So even though you may become conscious, like, okay, I got to reevaluate myself, that's too much to ask of anyone to sit around and wait for you to go through this mental process. Maybe you come out all right, maybe you don't. You know what I mean? But how can you expect someone to gamble their life and time to sit back and wait for this person to try to get it right?
No.
Yeah, that's just not
realistic. We don't have a lot of
realistic.
time, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on now.
Yeah.
Like,
that's exactly what's going on.
I mean, it's just too much to ask of anyone. And that's pretty much what we talk about, man.
Too much to ask me.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't expect somebody.
I mean, why should I have to suffer for your past bad decisions?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the world just like you, and I don't have your. But that's why I was saying they don't have enough gas. They should recognize their past bad decisions. If you got a couple of fuck trophies or kids or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and a baby daddy on the side or 2. You know what I'm saying? They still acting like they 21, no kids, and single, and you need to impress them.
Right.
That's none of these motherfuckers are going to see prosperity.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, you know what? But I've realized as of late that it's unfair for us to even engage in conversing with most of them, because we're again still treating the situation as if they, number one, either know better, number 2, have logic, number 3 is that they have accountability. They don't have any of that. That's not the goal. The goal is not clarity for them. The goal is just to feed my ego and cater to my feelings. You know, these are people who would tell you that 1 + 1 = 5 because they don't like how 2 sounds.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's unfair to even look at it that way when you're talking to them, because that is simply not who they are. It's not about clarity. It's not about being subservient to the truth of it all to better the situation from a whole. It's just about, you know, I've tried it this way, it didn't work, so I'm gonna try it this way this time. They have their own agenda, you know, for whatever they believe that it is. And like I stated before, who are we to tell them that that's wrong if they really want to do it that way? No matter what we may know as factual, that's just how they want to see it. You know, to some people, they're cool with living in the projects. You know, to them, they made it. As long as they can pay their
rent,
but they made it.
Yep.
You know, and that's why I said a while ago, people measure success on the same bar as failure because they don't know the difference.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for those people, I try to tell the fellas, let them be. There's nothing you can really do besides waste your time because you're chasing the ghosts. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to get anything out of it. That's just who they are.
Tell them, man. I think that a lot of black men are hanging on to some type of dream that these motherfuckers will come around and see prosperity and see the good and what we're talking about. But
I mean, we ask good women all the time, stop letting these bad women ruin your rep. You know, and I've even addressed to some females, I have yet to see a national platform of good women rebelling against
hookers and whores.
Right, the shit that's going on. You know, like, you can't just sit back and be quiet and clear yourself and say, well, I'm not like that, and expect a guy to take a chance on you.
Right. My God.
Yeah, I tell females all the time, you can ask any guy, whether you know him or not. I guarantee you, either he is being raped by the system because of some female, or he knows another man that is, personally. It's either one of the two. I mean, this is where we are right now at this stage. So I tell women all the time, you can't just sit back now and expect the guy to take a chance on you. You know, the good women have to group together, step up, and show men who they are.
I mean, just to go into that for people who are not familiar, I mean, there are good women asking for dates. There are bad women that are asking for dates. Sometimes when a guy goes on a date and he spends his money, and she's like, you're not my type. You're just, but so, you know, if you ask, I found out, if you ask a lot of women, would you take a chance on that? Would you spend a lot of money on some situation that just may not pan out? Would you keep doing that for years and years? And their answer was a resounding hell motherfucking no.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make sense.
Right, they're hypocrites.
Yeah, hypocrites. But if you're going to ask them, and this is going into something else, if you're going to ask them, you know, would you like some free shit? Of course, all of them are going to say yes. You know what I'm saying? But if they're going to say, if you ask them, would you like some people to get some free shit off of you without giving you anything? They're going to say no.
Right.
But if you get in this exchange with them, they're going to go wherever their best interest is. There's no loyalty to one point or what. And
this is why they have such a hard time landing a quality guy, because quality recognizes quality. And quality men, we're gonna see that shit a mile away. We're gonna call it out like, nah, this is bullshit. You got expectations of me that they don't abide by themselves. What kind of partner would you make? You know, like your bias, your sex, whatever you want to call it. It just makes no sense. It's not even about getting to know me or me getting to know you. It's just about me fulfilling whatever expectations they have. Right. You know what I mean? So me as an individual, it doesn't matter. I could be a serial killer or a Nobel Peace Prize winner. They're gonna treat me the same. Right. As long as I'm doing what they expect me to do, cool. I'll fit the bill for now. So it just makes no sense anymore to even, honestly, to me at this point, dating is just a thing of the past. Yeah, dating. That's what I always tell females that I meet. They be like, when we gonna go on a date? I'll be like, that's so 1980s. Yeah, it's a thing of the past. You know, I mean, it's been extorted and abused so much. I can't believe people even still do it in our society.